I have to be honest with you, I was really surprised when you guys sent me the list that resveratrol was on it, because the implication is that it had been asked enough in that survey we put out there that people wanted to hear it. And all I have to say is, wow.
Remember that miracle compound everyone raved about a few years back, resveratrol? Marketed as the ultimate anti-aging elixir and metabolism booster, it was supposed to make you look younger, live longer, and even improve your health. But what if I told you the science behind all that hype just doesn't hold up? In today's video, we're diving deep into the truth about resveratrol, its promises, its pitfalls, and why it still hangs around in the health and wellness world. Spoiler alert. Even top longevity experts, like Dr. Peter Attia, are skeptical of its so-called benefits. So grab your tea or coffee, settle in, and let's break it all down. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss any of our deep dives into health myths and facts. Resveratrol, a popular myth in the making. About 2 decades ago, resveratrol burst onto the scene as a potential game changer. Early research hinted it could unlock the secrets of anti-aging and improve overall health. Suddenly, resveratrol was everywhere. In supplements, skincare, and even wine marketing. Companies and media hyped it as a shortcut to youth and vitality, crediting its potential to activate sirtuins, enzymes thought to influence aging and metabolism. Longevity enthusiasts latched onto resveratrol as a silver bullet, inspired by preliminary studies in yeast and animals. But as longevity expert Dr. Peter Attia explains, a lot of that early excitement was premature. Speaking on the topic, Attia highlights a major issue. The science was never as solid as it appeared.
But again, that was a concern and a criticism that was only voiced after the study. The proponents of resveratrol were involved in that study, and they signed off. I mean, they're on the paper. I mean, this was their view. So, I just have a hard time believing that there is any value in resveratrol. And again, that's why I don't take it.
Let's pause to consider one critical point Dr. Attia often raises: bioavailability. In simple terms, resveratrol doesn't stick around in the body long enough to deliver meaningful results. Though around 75% of oral resveratrol gets absorbed, most of it is metabolized before it can reach the bloodstream, leaving less than 1% available to have any real impact. The metabolic health claims and what research says. One of resveratrol's most persistent claims is its potential to boost metabolic health. If you've ever come across ads promoting it, you've probably seen phrases like reduces the risk of obesity, improves blood sugar control, lowers cholesterol levels. It sounds impressive, but what does the research say? To answer this question, Zahur et al. Conducted a systematic review and meta-analysis, pulling data from randomized, placebo-controlled trials. Their goal? I would like to see if resveratrol could deliver on these promises. What researchers found? Zahur and their team analyzed 5 clinical trials involving 491 participants. They looked at several markers of metabolic health: triglycerides, cholesterol, HbA1c, a marker for long-term blood sugar levels, insulin, liver enzymes, and BMI. Here's the kicker. Resveratrol didn't outperform the placebo on any of these measures. Let's break it down. Triglycerides and cholesterol. There were no significant differences between resveratrol and the placebo group. Some studies even hinted that resveratrol might slightly raise triglycerides, though not to a statistically significant degree. Blood sugar and insulin. No measurable improvements were observed in HbA1c or insulin levels among participants taking resveratrol. Liver function and BMI. Similarly, no changes were seen in liver enzymes or body weight. In fact, a slight though non-significant increase in BMI was noted in the resveratrol group. So despite all the hype, resveratrol didn't deliver measurable benefits for metabolic health. But why is this the case? To understand, we need to revisit the assumptions that underpin resveratrol's supposed benefits. A flawed premise from the start. The excitement around resveratrol is built on 3 key assumptions. Number 1. Resveratrol is bioavailable. Number 2. It activates sirtuins. Number 3. Sirtuin activation mirrors the benefits of calorie restriction, Here's the problem. None of these assumptions hold up. Bioavailability. As Dr. Attia often emphasizes, resveratrol's bioavailability is a major issue.
Study saying the bioavailability is low, and therefore you need much, much, much more than the 300 ppm that was given in that study.
While the compound gets absorbed, the body breaks it down almost immediately, rendering it practically useless for therapeutic purposes. Sirtuin activation. The idea that resveratrol activates sirtuins, the enzymes linked to aging, comes from laboratory experiments. However, later studies revealed this activation was actually an artifact of testing methods. In other words, what worked in a Petri dish didn't translate to real-world biology. Calorie restriction mimicry. Finally, the connection between sirtuins and calorie restriction benefits remains unproven, particularly in humans. Early studies in yeast suggested some promise, but attempts to replicate. So, if the foundations of resveratrol's claims are shaky, why does the myth persist? Let's dig into that. Why the myth persists? Despite mounting evidence against resveratrol, its popularity endures. Why? Because it's a perfect storm of hope, marketing, and misinformation. Here's how it works. Every time one claim is debunked, another pops up. First, it was anti-aging. Then it was metabolic health. Tomorrow, it'll be something else. The endless cycle of new claims keeps resveratrol in the spotlight, fueling consumer interest. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to believe in a simple pill that promises to reverse aging or prevent disease? Marketing also plays a big role. With slick ads and celebrity endorsements, companies create a powerful narrative that science struggles to counteract. The bigger picture. What longevity experts recommend instead? So, where should we focus our energy if resveratrol isn't the magic bullet? Experts like Dr. Peter Attia advocate for interventions backed by robust science. Nutrition. A well-balanced diet, rich in whole foods, provides the foundation for good health and longevity. There's no substitute for the nutrients you get from real food. Exercise. Regular physical activity has consistently been shown to improve metabolic health, reduce inflammation, and promote overall well-being. Sleep. Prioritizing quality sleep is one of the most underrated yet impactful ways to support long-term health. Medical interventions. For those at risk of metabolic issues, evidence-based treatments like medications or supervised dietary plans can be far more effective than unproven supplements. In short, genuine progress in health and longevity comes from consistent, evidence-based practices, not miracle pills. So, what's the verdict on resveratrol? Far from being a wonder drug, it's more like a cautionary tale. The systematic review by Zahur et al. Adds to a growing body of research that questions resveratrol's supposed benefits for aging and metabolic health. Even longevity experts like Dr. Peter Attia, who has spent years diving into the science of health and aging, remain skeptical. The evidence just isn't there to support the hype. While it's tempting to believe in a single miracle solution, the reality is that true health comes from holistic, evidence-based strategies. Resveratrol may not be the answer we hoped for, but its story reminds us of the importance of questioning health claims and looking for reliable science. So, what do you think? Have you tried resveratrol, or were you skeptical from the start? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.